Hey, welcome in. Well, here's a headline. A Texas synagogue hostage taker was a British citizen, FBI says. So when I see this, I think like most people would, probably Ringo Starr, maybe Prince William. But not so fast. In a shocking turn, it turns out the British national's name was Malik Faisal Akram. So maybe it's all starting to come together now. What happened here exactly? Let's see. Law enforcement officials told CNN Saturday that investigators believe Akram may have been motivated by a desire to release Afia Siddiqui, I hope that's how it's pronounced, who was serving an 86-year sentence at a facility in Texas. She was convicted in 2010 on 7 charges, including attempting murder and armed assault on U.S. officers in Afghanistan. You know, I can't help but think there was a word they used to use to describe that thing. It was started with a T, I think. I can't remember. We do believe from our engaging with this subject that he was singularly focused on one issue, and it was not specifically related to the Jewish community, but we'll continue to work to find the motive. So, I don't know, maybe Malik Faisal Akram just randomly picked a synagogue, just for no reason. I guess maybe just convenience. It was just close, I guess. Well, I'm sure this is really nothing to be too worried about because CNN has already told us there's nothing more frightening in America today than an angry white man. But then you've got this from the Daily Wire. FBI slammed for claiming suspect who held hostages at synagogue was not focused on Jewish community. Look, if it had been Mel Gibson, that's a slam dunk. But this, who knows? I mean, it's all way too vague and abstract. I mean, who knows what this guy's motivation was? He probably just got lost. Again, the FBI said the hostage taker was specifically focused on an issue not directly connected to the Jewish community. So I don't know. I mean, if he was wearing a MAGA cap, I mean, that would make it a lot clearer, right? Because again, there's this whole nothing more frightening than an angry white man thing. And it doesn't sound like the guy who did it was one of these guys. So it just all gets really confusing. Anyway, the internet had something to say about it. Let's see, a retired U.S. diplomat said, such a bizarre take by the FBI. How about this one? Kyle Orton, researcher. This is absolutely absurd from the AP. In an era when the most micro-identities receive excess coverage and the most innocent slight can be interpreted as evidence of bias, even a hostage-taking at a synagogue doesn't qualify as hostility to Jews. You know, I think he's got a point there, doesn't he? And just as an example of the sort of thing that does get the media all worked up, here's a gem from the Washington Post. The racist legacy many birds carry. The birding community faces a difficult debate about the names of species connected to enslavers, supremacists, and grave robbers. And I would say the debate would be difficult because it's really hard to debate crazy people. But anyway, Josh Hammer from Newsweek, these people defy parody. John Cardillo, a political commentator, the Bureau is in a race with itself to destroy whatever microscopic fraction of credibility it might have left. Or maybe it just, confuses the narrative a bit. Here from the New York Times, top law enforcement officials say the biggest domestic terror threat comes from the white supremacists. So it's not very convenient, is it? And that's why you can expect this to go straight down the memory hole. Just like what happened in Waukesha, which the Washington Post reported as being caused by an SUV. So I don't know, maybe this was caused by a pair of pants and a shirt. Who knows? Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the podcast, Radio Baloney. It's on pretty much every platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.